gonna learn today.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
All right. Yeah!
No wheeling, no dealing, no sheepy shapping. Cause he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island.
Off of the island and into the man cave. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's the Sports View with the crew. I'm Glenn Allgood.
I'm Brother Jarrell. Guys, appreciate y'all listening to us on Inspiration 1680 WOKB and 100.7 FM Kissimmee. We are your gospel music headquarters. Also, you can check us out on the web at WOKBradio.com. You can download the WOKB app to your mobile phone, and you can check us out on the TuneIn app. And if you want to get in on the conversation, you can give us a call here at the station at 407-894-1680. That's 407-894-1680. If you want to see why me and Glenn has a face for radio, you can check us out on WOKB's Facebook page and also the YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to WOKB's YouTube channel, Glenn?
Subscribe to the YouTube channel right now.
Right now. R-A-T. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Right, man. Come on.
I mean, every time we have a live studio audience, a live ministry in the building, you should check them out. You should see who you're talking to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's nothing.
Man, we have guests here all day.
All day.
Every day.
All day, especially like when Don Miller has guests.
All day, every day. The mayors come through here. The mayors, dignitaries, all kind of people.
Right. I watched Tight Mike, and he was
gospel artist.
Naomi Joy.
Tight Mike tonight at 6:00.
Man, she got a smoking album.
Oh, she does. Naomi Joy.
Yeah, and it's smooth inspirational music. It's not this one here particularly.
Well, it's what we do. Central Florida's full of great artists.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my Jesus. Listen,
great artists. Central Florida.
James May.
Right.
You have TJ. Not I'm about to say T. Yeah.
TJ Bristol.
Bristol.
Yeah.
As you call him, Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have so many great artists. Robert Flowers. We can just go on and on and on.
Yeah.
And man, so definitely go to WOKB's YouTube channel, subscribe, and y'all can make us, harder than ever, man. And you definitely want to see why. You can check out the Man Cave, me and Glenn.
Right.
We got our nice sports view.
I keep forgetting to bring my mug.
We got our nice coffee mug.
I keep forgetting to bring my mug. You know what? When it gets cooler, I'm gonna bring my mug with some really good. I guess I like tea more than coffee. I'm not a tea or coffee guy, not a hot drink guy. You like cocoa, that kind of stuff?
Nah, I'm a coffee.
You're a coffee guy.
I mean, if I have
how do you drink your coffee? Black.
Yeah.
Just black.
Yeah, I can put a little creamer in it.
Yeah. What's your favorite brand of coffee?
Coffee.
Okay. And see, coffee drinkers know what Jarrell's talking about. In my house, my wife and my daughter, from her being around my wife, they drink coffee.
Right.
Bustelo.
Yeah, they drink the Bustelo. A lot of people go to 7-Eleven,
Yeah.
Wawa. They go to what's that? It's Starbucks. Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know what I noticed? And this is the Dunkin' Donuts. If I were, I don't want to smell like the place that I work at. Do you know what I mean?
No.
You ever notice the smell that comes out of Dunkin' Donuts? It smells like burnt toast.
Burnt toast.
All the time at Dunkin' Donuts. Is it me? It's not just me.
You.
No, it's not just me. The smell. I couldn't work at a Dunkin' Donuts. I would not want to smell like that every day coming home. They must not have the hoods, the hoods that draw.
Yeah, I mean,
is it just me? 407-894-1680. The smell that comes out of Dunkin' Donuts, sometimes it's not pleasant.
This is the thing.
What is the thing?
I don't
want to smell like burnt bread.
A lot of chain places,
right,
are doing things that they're not supposed to do.
Right.
To me.
What do you mean by that?
You should be selling donuts, bagels, and coffee.
All day?
Yeah.
Donuts, bagels, and coffee. That doesn't limit them to a day.
But that's why you got all these
other people are making. Hey, Burger King's open for lunch.
Listen to what I'm saying.
You know what do you do?
Glenn, your name is Dunkin' Donuts. We shouldn't expect nothing else.
Yeah.
But you making
Dude, I don't know if it's the waffle irons that smell like that in each.
That's what I'm saying. Just make.
I know I'm not the only one.
That's the same thing with Starbucks.
Yeah.
You should be making coffee.
That's it. So they had these little egg things. You ever get them?
That's what I'm saying.
You don't like those?
Too much. You should be having donut holes, donuts.
That's it?
Yeah. And a bagel or a muffin or something, a baked item. You trying to.
Starbucks is pretty good.
I've been in Starbucks.
Dude, there's a lot of pressure at Starbucks. If you're not a Starbucks regular and you don't know how to order, there's pressure.
No, it's not. Just go to 7-Eleven. So it is October. Man, it's October, Glenn.
It is.
And it's also is the time where we recognize National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So shout out to all the survivors, the family members, the one, even though to the saints that didn't survive, but the family members that keep honoring those people.
Yeah.
Whether they're doing they built the foundation, or they are marching, or they're donating to those causes.
Yeah.
So shout out to that, man, and we're gonna beat breast cancer.
We will. And there's a lady. We're gonna kick breast cancer to the curb.
Yeah, man.
The shots going out to the BLAC Foundation. Save the Tatas. Save the Tatas. I never forget, and we get that from a team. We played kickball for a little bit.
They play kickball.
Yeah, they kicked us to sleep. Yeah. Save the Tatas. What's going on, y'all, fellas? And they do it for charity. They raise money. They are fundraising. Yeah, that's what they do. It was real cool, wasn't it, man?
It was.
All right.
Not so much of the whooping.
No, because they kicked us to sleep.
they
really did. Saving the Tatas. They kicked us to sleep. What's going on, man? Let's get it cracking.
It is October the 3rd, and it's National Child Health Day.
Who?
National Child Health Day.
All right. What do you do on National Child?
Make sure your child is healthy.
On National Child Health Day?
Mm-hmm. Take them to the doctor, get them their physical. Mm-hmm. And this is something interesting, Glenn. I never did this, but I've heard it.
What's that?
National Consignment Day.
Oh, like with clothes and stuff like that? Yeah.
I never did that.
No? I think that's like a lady thing, a girl thing. I don't know. I don't know. 407-894-1680.
Yeah, I mean, you just go. I guess you can donate to consignment shops. You can go shopping in consignment shops.
What's the difference between consignment and the Salvation Army?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just told you I ain't never do it. So, I don't know. Because, I guess Salvation Army, when you donate, you just get a tax break.
But on consignment, do you give it back?
I think they give you
so
money.
You're like just renting it?
No, I think they.
So, but that's what I'm saying. So a consignment shop is secondhand. It's a
like
fancy name,
women,
fancy way to say secondhand.
They'll give up like their formal dress to consignment shops, so young girls can go to prom.
Yeah, gently worn
or whatever. Or they give up their wedding dress. They sell their wedding dress to consignment shops where some of the brides can come and get a high end.
Yeah, there's one I can't think of the name of it, but my daughter, she used to. There's one here I can't think of it. My daughter used to send her stuff. They were like, we don't want your stuff. It's got to be gently worn.
Gently worn.
That's and my daughter has really nice stuff.
Yeah, but it ain't gently worn.
It's not. Yeah.
She rough on clothes?
No. It wasn't their standard of gently worn.
Okay. And it's also National Boyfriend Day.
What's that?
It's when you do something nice for your boyfriend today.
Okay.
If you have a boyfriend.
Yeah, it's for the ladies. Ladies, man, hook your boyfriends up today.
Yeah. It's National Boyfriend Day.
Hook him up, man. Take him out. Do something good for him.
They gonna
Monday
say,
Night Football tonight too, so you can bring in something to eat while y'all watch.
They're gonna say, "I am
watch
the nice
the game."
thing. You know how women. I am the nice thing.
That's fine, and then you know what to do. National Boyfriend Night tonight, ladies. Let's do it. Let's look lively.
Yeah, stay away from him if he watching TV.
Right.
There you go.
That's
That's
not
something
the
nice.
thing to do.
That is. Hey guys, let me say this, bro. It was 50 years, Glenn,
Right.
this year.
Right.
That's something phenomenal.
Boy.
Something like a phenomenon that happened. And that was the Miami Dolphins in 1972 when had the perfect season. So we're going to
17-0.
celebrate.
We're always in control. Did T-Pain sell out on this one?
No,
what
man.
was going on?
T-Pain didn't like the original one.
Okay.
So he was like, this is it. Hey, on Thursday night, Miami Dolphins, they lost 15-27
Right.
Against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
I picked the Dolphins. Glenn allegedly
I went with Cincy.
picked Cincinnati. And in that game, Tua Tagovailoa, he suffered a head injury that took him to the hospital, and everybody seen the fingers that locked up on him, and he went to the hospital in Cincinnati and was later released and flew back with the.
Was that a legal hit?
With the yeah, he didn't get flagged.
Was it nasty?
Yeah, it was hard.
Very hard.
Yeah, it was football.
Yeah.
It was football.
Oh
It was
man,
aggressive football.
His head bounced off the turf,
Right.
just like it did the week before, and he ran back in.
Right. Well, he didn't run back in.
You know he did. You and I both know he did. In that comeback victory.
Glenn, he
What?
came in after halftime. When the injury happened on that Sunday, he went to the sideline and they went straight to the locker room.
Okay.
The halftime happened and he came back
That's
into
what
the game.
Yeah, that's what
So he didn't run back into the thing like after it happened. So later this week, the Miami Dolphins fired the medical consultant that during the last Sunday's game against the Buffalo Bills has was fired for multiple sources said the firing came after it was found that the consultant made several mistakes, Glenn, in his evaluation. So what do you think about that? Them firing the neurologist?
Man, I'm taking some classes now, and it talks about a code of ethics.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to be proficient at what you do. You can't. I'm
Right.
sure he might have been under some pressure, but if he really grossly misdiagnosed, you got to get out.
Right. It fired him. So,
Get out.
And you talk about
Don't play with people's health.
Right. You talk about the code of ethics, and why did Jesus have to come?
Yeah, because
we don't.
You're right.
We don't have it.
Right.
We don't have it. And, a lot of people has been talking about Tua and that the Miami Dolphins shouldn't have let him come back against Buffalo. They shouldn't have let him come back Thursday night. And it was irresponsible of the head coach and everybody involved, the NFL, saying that the concussion protocol needs to be revamped, if you will. And that, we didn't care about Tua the human. We just wanted to get the W in Miami. That's all we was worried about, and we wasn't worried about itself. What are your thoughts?
Man, my thoughts are it is how it happened. I don't think it was that. I think that we thought that he was okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why he started.
Right.
That's why he was in the football game. We were out there to win football games. I don't think Mike McDaniel and the Miami Dolphins staff would neglect a player of Tua's magnitude and anybody as none of them, because man, that's legal measures. They don't want to. They gotta look out for these players' best interests, and first and foremost is their health.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't.
But they were
I don't
saying
want to believe
based on the game against Buffalo. I'm sorry, that the eye said that he was concussed and he shouldn't have came back in that Buffalo game. Now, even if we go with the eye test, Glenn, that happened on Sunday and you're playing on Thursday, which is a short week. And if you're going off the eye test and you say, yes, he was concussed, he definitely shouldn't have played Thursday because it was a short week. He will have to fly because I know they don't like you, and I'm not a medical person. They really are against you flying if you're concussed because of the cabin pressure and all the other stuff. And these are things that I've heard in the past.
So they were playing during the hurricane. While this game was in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati on Thursday.
And this was Thursday night. And was Hurricane Ian?
Yeah, we were still.
We were in the storm.
No, we was.
Because
my power came on Thursday. So
your power came on Thursday.
The storm was like
Wednesday night through Thursday morning. Thursday morning our power went out at around about 7:45 a.m. Hurricane Ian we're talking about as we broadcast here from Central Florida.
So I think they bounced out like Tuesday. I think they left like Tuesday from Miami to fly to Cincinnati and ended up playing that game and ended up losing. And Teddy Bridgewater came in. He looked like he.
Because I saw the highlights of the game, and I don't know Teddy.
He'll be fine. I think he'll be fine this week.
But you can't throw an interception at those times. That was a crucial time in the game, bro.
Yeah, well, let me say this. Once Tua was carted off, he was on a
So
stretcher.
Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched the game. He was on a stretcher neck brace, and they wheeled him off on a gurney. Is that the right word, gurney?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What was that? That's a gurney.
It's a gurney. But they wheeled him out, and all the Dolphins was at midfield surrounding him, playing, praying and all this other stuff. But it kind of sucked the life out of the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
They was kind of like, yeah, we got to finish. It seemed like it was hard for them to focus and to play.
Well,
and I'm not taking away anything from Cincinnati, and even the Cincinnati fans was chanting something like, "Let's go Tua," you know what I'm saying? So they wasn't, like. Positive.
So was the hit? Did you see the hit?
Yeah, he just slung him down real violently. But again, it wasn't
a dirty hit.
It wasn't a dirty hit.
And it was a legal hit.
It was a legal hit. He didn't get flagged or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But it's just how he came down.
Yeah.
And, but anyway, 407-894-1680. Do you think the Miami Dolphins or the NFL was negligent in dealing with the Tua situation? And then is Tua's career over from those two allegedly concussions? Because now that they fired the consultant that missed the diagnosis, made a bunch of mistakes, that means he really had a concussion with Buffalo, and he suffered another one. So that was two back to back, real close. Where did he go from here? He probably won't play next week. Will he play the week after? Does he even do?
So has he been officially diagnosed as having a concussion?
Yeah,
he has.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
From the Cincinnati game. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
From the Cincy game. So he got to go. He's going through the NFL's
concussion protocol
and all this other stuff. So he might not. More likely, he won't be playing. This upcoming week, Teddy Bridgewater more likely will be starting. And in that, and I think Teddy will be fine once he gets a full week of reps and preparation accordingly, and we'll see.
Okay,
we just have to wait and see. So definitely need prayers going out. But again, Glenn, my one thing in that is everybody's grown.
Mm-hmm.
So every decision that was made when it comes to that game and all that other stuff was made by adults.
Yeah. And so Cincinnati 27, Miami 15. Joe Burrow and them, they did play good.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, like I say, and I'm not taking anything away from Joe Burrow them, but the Dolphins D and offense was kind of mundane, after Tua leaves because they were just trying to figure out what they're gonna do.
Okay.
But maybe
Miami drops as the last undefeated team in the AFC.
No, in the AFC, yes.
Right.
In the AFC, absolutely.
Right.
So the next game, starting on Sunday, man, it was Minnesota 28 and New Orleans 25. They played that, Glenn, over in London.
Mm-hmm. Across the pond.
Across the pond, as they like to say.
Uh-huh.
That's a big pond.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It was what, 9 o'clock or something like that?
Mm-hmm. We was in church.
9:30 or something like that.
Yeah, we was in church.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like to crack my phone and watch a game in the middle of service.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Do you? Or you check scores?
No, I don't do that.
Okay. You said so. Me and Glenn had Minnesota on that. What was the stats on that, Glenn? On that Minnesota and New Orleans games, and also the Red Carcater Woodpecker. Andy Dalton started that game because Jameis wasn't feeling well, so he didn't play in that game in London.
Hold on. I'm trying to pull it up now. Okay.
Yeah, mine is slow.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know, man. But
all right, so it was New Orleans. Andy Dalton was 20 of 28 for 236 yards, 1 TD. That's not a bad day. But on the other side of the football, Kirk Cousins, he's had too many weapons. 25 of 38, 273 yards. Somebody named Ryan Wright had to come in, but they completed their pass for 13 yards. Dalvin Cook, 20 carries, 76 yards. Justin Jefferson on an end around scored on a touchdown, 1 rush. And Latavius Murray for New Orleans Saints, 11 carries, 57 yards. What happened to that Saints rushing offense?
Man, let me say this too, and it's just part of football, Glenn. New Orleans was sick. They had a lot of sick people. We need to pray for the sick and the shut in with the New Orleans Saints. There was a lot of people out due to injuries. And again, you got to play football. You know the thing that you always say, next man up. And but they definitely was suffering from a lot of injury. The injury bug really bit the New Orleans Saints. But to only lose by 3 in London, and I don't know how long that flight is, but that's a long flight to get there. And both teams had to fly that, but again, that jet lag is real when you got to put some hours in on the plane. So, but shouts out to them. The next game, man, we had the Cleveland Browns versus the Atlanta Dirty Birds. And Cleveland 20 and Atlanta 23. Glenn went with Atlanta. I went with Cleveland. I just thought Cleveland would play. Well, no. Let me say this. The reason why I picked them because Atlanta always choke in the last 2 minutes of a game, and that's just I don't understand where that comes from. But Brissett, he was 21 of 35, Glenn, 234 yards, 1 INT. And Marcus Mariota, he was 7 of 19, Glenn, 139 yards, and also 1 INT. Neither one of them quarterbacks threw a touchdown pass.
Yeah. I mean, that was quarterback play is everything. If you want to see a good game, the quarterback play is everything, bro. So
I don't get me wrong. You like
good defense.
I like a good defense and a nice running game. I really do like that old, the Walter Paytons, Earl Campbells, the Tony Dorsett's, from Detroit,
Barry
Sanders.
Yeah.
Who you think had the sweetest running back? Who was the sweetest running back? Not so much of total yards, total touchdowns, Super Bowl, none of that. I'm just saying, when you see this dude get the ball, you like, man, that was nice.
Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders, yeah, Barry Sanders was really good. And somebody who he didn't look like he was that good, but he was phenomenal, O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. could run the football. Don't
Right.
be fooled.
Right.
And I know we talked, but he's the butt of a bunch of jokes
Yes.
since he did what he did.
Right.
But on that football field,
Right.
O.J. could run the
Yeah.
rock.
He was. Oh yeah. He was nice.
He was nice.
He was. Mine was a Raider. Marcus Allen.
Yeah. Him and O.J. are similar.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. But Marcus Allen, man.
Yeah.
And I, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know the thing that
You know what it takes to be a running back though, Jarrell? That's and you're now, you know, the receivers, they get the football delivered downfield.
Right.
The running back has to make his way. He makes a play.
Right. So I always loved Marcus Allen, man. He was just great. He kind of Al Davis and him had, you know, they butted head a few times with Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson would come in and, you know.
That was at the time that the USC was the running back factory of the NFL. Because Marcus Allen and O.J. both went to USA.
Y'all look him up.
They were Trojans.
Y'all look him up, man. I'm telling you, Marcus Allen and O.J., not the trial O.J., but if you go look at football O.J. and Buffalo Bills.
Oh, he used to do dirty to us.
Man, that joker
as a Buffalo Bill.
Yeah,
he used
man.
to do dirty to us, him and Hall of Famer Reggie McKenzie, but we used to whoop him.
We used to whoop him, but O.J.
But he's going to get his.
He's going to get his. Also, man, we had the game of the week, probably, Glenn, was Buffalo versus Baltimore in Baltimore, rainy Baltimore, if you will. And it was
so
Buffalo
what happened?
23 and Baltimore 20. Buffalo was down. They was actually down
20-10.
Yeah.
At halftime.
At halftime. And the thing is Lamar Jackson is a phenomenal quarterback.
He's playing really, really good.
Pay the man, but they don't score in the second half, Glenn.
Baltimore doesn't.
What they scored in the second half? Like 3 points?
They scored 0 points.
Zero.
Yeah. They
0
shut them
points.
out.
Yeah.
Buffalo shut them out in the second half. It was 20-10 going into halftime, and then Buffalo scored 13 unanswered points.
And that was the same formula for when they lost. Baltimore lost
against us.
Right. And the thing about it is, one of the plays that they're talking about.
When I say us, we're talking about the Miami Dolphins.
And one of the plays that happened, they had Baltimore had 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 on getting ready to try to score, and it was like 6 minutes left to at the game, and you take the points and go up by 3, or you score and you let them travel the thing. So Harbaugh went for it and didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was a
I think he threw an interception. Lamar threw an interception in the end zone. So therefore Buffalo got it on the 20. And they only need to go and kick a field goal. And, you know, you giving Josh Allen all that time.
You can't give Josh Allen a lot of time. Well, he really doesn't need a lot of time.
He really don't.
Yeah.
But he had enough time so they can get down. And
so,
get
but you watched this game?
And I watched the highlights. And
you watched the highlights.
The field goal range, and ended up kicking the winning field goal on that. And
23-20.
We both went with Baltimore on that.
Right.
And so we took an L. The next game was the Washington football team 10 and Dallas 25. Dak who?
Dak who is what they're saying right now. Cooper Rush, man, 15-27. 2 TDs for Cooper Rush. But Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard were, they when called on, they do their thing. So what did you see, man? Was this more of a Washington Commanders or that the being sorry, or the Eastern Conference, the NFC East being weak?
Okay, what I need you to do is say Carson Wentz's stats.
Wow. Carson Wentz, 25 of 42, 170 yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions.
Is enough said. That's enough to answer your question?
Yeah.
Carson Wentz.
56 rating.
Bro, you threw the ball 42 times, Glenn, and only completed 25. And you only went for like 170 yards. So again,
Dallas is 3-1. The Commanders are 1-3.
And this is the thing: once Dak Prescott went down, who thought that the Dallas Cowboys would be 3-1?
Well, they have a good team. Dallas has a good team.
But what did you say earlier about quarterbacks?
You need real good quarterback play to win in this league. You gotta have good quarterback play.
Cooper Rush, who when he was put in to fill the void that Dak Prescott, because of his finger, his thumb, we said that Dallas was dead in the water.
A lot of people would think that it's still early in the season. This is a 17. This is only 4 games.
So Dallas can still be dead in the water.
Yeah, this is only 4 games. It's a 7. This is a long season, Jarrell.
I get that.
So,
but
we'll see.
But now
it's to be seen.
But now, because
there's scratches on these glasses, y'all.
Is they irritate? Ain't that
irritating? Man, my eyes are red from it.
So, excuse me. So the thing is, what do you do with Dak since Cooper Rush is playing so well? They're getting these W's.
Oh, you mean the quarterback controversy?
Quarterback do you rush Dak back, or do you just say, hey, we winning with this dude, let's rest you to give you that extra week or that extra time? You understand what I'm saying, Glenn? And then you come back better or more healthier with your thumb.
Well,
or do you not come? Do you lose your job to injury?
This is good coaching kicking in from the Dallas sideline, and it's
that's just crazy.
No. It's good coaching, and it's fate giving them. This is the softer side of their schedule. You know, teams like Washington. You know, where they can get away with the Cooper Rush. Where these games like this are really good for him to come into his own as a quarterback as he gets his rhythm with the starting unit. You know what I'm saying? So these types of games are good for Cooper Rush. And Dallas is a good defense.
They do.
They have
Dallas
a really good
have
defense.
A good defense.
And so
that's what they saving grace is.
Right.
Cooper.
Yeah, man, that kid number 11. The defensive end, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Who was the rookie of the year last year? I think he was. Really, really good. And that whole Dallas defense is elevated because of him. And they play on 10. They play on 10. So Cooper Rush has got some support. And when you say, Dak coming back, I don't know if Dak looked like Cooper Rush does now when he was starting.
Right.
I don't know if he did. I think when he was healthy.
So what do you do?
You keep Cooper Rush in until you have to. You put Cooper Rush in. I know you just paid Dak a boatload of money.
Right. So
but no, you keep him in. 407-894-1680. What do you do when Dak Prescott gets healthy? What do? Do you immediately put him in, or is there a quarterback competition in Dallas when Dak gets healthy?
I hope it's a whole bunch of foolishness.
Okay.
Myself.
So, but this was a good game for Cooper Rush. The level of competition that the Washington Commanders present was just right for Cooper Rush.
The next game is Seattle 48 and the Detroit Lions 45. And I picked Detroit. And Glenn did not pick anybody.
I did. No.
He did not pick anybody.
No. I did.
So he loses that game because he did not pick anybody.
I picked Seattle. I would have picked Seattle.
Seattle. And, you had Jared Goff. He showed up.
I went with Seattle with Geno.
You did not. You did not.
He's trying to pencil whoop. You got to give me that game.
No, I don't have to give you the
you
game.
Know,
listen,
you gave me Miami's game, and you knew I picked Cincinnati.
No, listen to me.
He's trying to whoop me, y'all.
No, you pick. I let you get Cincinnati because
and he didn't alert me.
You're not a true Dolphin fan.
And then he didn't alert me because I put 15-0 at the bottom.
It's not my job.
That should have alerted him that Glenn is missing a game.
It's not
Glenn,
my job.
you're missing a game, and so. Because what he's trying to do is whoop me for our belt because me and him are going at a belt. He's trying to pencil whoop me. He knows I would have picked Seattle.
It's not.
You got to give me that. 407-894-1680. I missed it on the picks. I put 15-0 right there. Right then and there as my brother, he should have called me and said, hey, Glenn, you missed Seattle and Detroit. Who you got?
And again.
What did you do?
Glenn
what did you do?
Doing church service. I ain't looking at that.
What did you not do?
But this is the thing. He doesn't get that. Listen to me. Listen to my side.
No,
of it.
y'all gotta.
Listen to my side of it.
You don't have a side.
If you're in Vegas and you make a bet on the NFL teams.
We're not in Vegas.
And you go, you leave. You put everything down. You leave, and then the game's over. The games are over. You go back to the ticket booth and realize,
you can't do that in Vegas.
I couldn't put that. I couldn't. I forgot to put.
I
Seattle.
forgot a game. I forgot a game.
So can I pick Seattle? This is after
the game.
No. This is after Seattle barely won against Detroit. And he wanted to come back later.
This is Seattle with Geno Smith, who you know I was going to ride with Geno over.
Glenn knows I emailed him the notes like early in the morning, like 7 in the morning at least. He didn't recognize that until I told him
I didn't have the time to call you. I didn't have the time. I had to do a radio show this morning.
He has plenty of time.
I'm doing a radio show this morning.
Between 4:00 and before he had to come to work.
He just don't want to give me that because that's gonna throw the season off for us.
No,
because I'm missing a game.
No, you just take an L. That's an L. That is a L, bro.
You gotta be kidding me.
We all grown. Yes, we all make mistakes, and I can see if you because of the storm if you had text me at halftime and say, hey man, hey bro, I missed this, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? No. You take an L.
You saw what I put on there too.
That don't mean I didn't know. I didn't count the games. I didn't count that it was 15 games. It could have been people out on buys and they had 15 games this week. It's never you know what I'm saying, 16 games.
Oh my God! Now you see it. That's
not pencil whipping. You failed to complete your assignment, sir. I cannot support you when you fail to complete your assignment. I'm so sorry. I give you latitude here and there and everything, but you can't come to me.
So that shouldn't count as a loss.
Yes, it's just a loss.
Just take the game off because I didn't pick that game.
I'm taking the L. I'm taking the L. I picked the game. I'm taking the L. So how can't you?
No. Just
we're not taking that off.
No,
we're not. 407-894-1680. Because of Glenn.
So just take it off.
Why?
Because I didn't pick the game.
But I picked it.
For me? You picked it for me?
No, I picked the game.
And if I would have picked,
in my picks,
I would have picked Seattle.
But you didn't. You didn't send me nothing on Seattle.
And so then that doesn't count.
But I picked Seattle. If both of us didn't pick Seattle, if both of us didn't pick the game,
you picked Detroit.
I picked Detroit. I picked the game. And I took an L for it. But if both of us missed. All right. Dude. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. If both of us.
Go ahead. I'm still up on you. How many games?
It's
all right. Long as I whoop you.
You ain't whoop
even
me,
if I ain't put it on there, you can pencil whoop me, and I'm still ahead of you, dog.
You was 10-5 at the end, other than tonight.
Okay. And as long as I'm ahead of you, I'm good.
But what you arguing about?
Even with the mistake that you should have alerted me to.
No, you should have alerted yourself.
Okay.
You should have alerted yourself.
I take that.
And then you said 15-0.
Let's go to the next game.
You should have said, "Oh man,
let's go to the next game because this."
Why is it 15-0? It should be 16 games. Okay. Well, did we talk about that game?
What game was that?
Seattle 48.
Because that's
we can't do that.
That's
man,
petty, dog.
Detroit,
that's petty.
Detroit played a good game, and they're getting
for the rest
better.
of this.
They're
You're gonna be
getting
petty,
better.
Pablo, dog.
I always been petty,
That's
Pablo.
petty.
I always been petty, Pablo.
But I will.
Detroit.
I will whoop you for the rest of the
they're
season
playing better
just because
ball.
of that pettiness.
They're playing better ball in Detroit, so shouts out to them. Geno Smith, he's
Geno is good.
Geno is good.
And he knows the offense because he's been there. He was Russell Wilson's backup, and it surprised me that Detroit scored that many points.
Right,
I didn't think that they
would. They was leading
Yeah.
that game also, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to them, and they're not gonna.
Is Jared Goff ever gonna be the Jared Goff that we thought he?
Detroit, bro,
could
it's
be?
hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it in Detroit.
But he had a decent game, 26 of 39. He had 4 TDs. Geno, 23 of 30, 322 TDs. And Rashad Penny had a really good game on the ground for Seattle. He's a pretty good running back, and as well as for the Silver and Blue of Detroit, Jamal Williams, 19 carries, 108 yards. So this was a really, really good offensive game. I like to see points scored like this. You don't like those games like
not
that.
so much. But we're gonna push through a little bit. We got the L.A. Chargers 34, Houston 24, Tennessee 24, and Indy 17. Me on that Houston game, Glenn went with Houston. I went with
You went with the Chargers.
Chargers and the Chicago, the Tennessee and Indy. Glenn went with Indy. I went with Tennessee. Tannehill's Chicago 12. The New York Football Giants 20. Both me and Glenn went with the Giants on there, and then Jacksonville 21 and Philly
29.
29.
That's a
We
good
both
game.
went with Philly. Philly is now the only undefeated team in the NFL.
At 4-0.
Jacksonville came out swinging though, Glenn.
Yeah, those are two good teams yesterday. Jacksonville, they're gonna make some noise. They're young. They're getting their legs under them. They're confident in what they can do. They know that they can win now. And I think there's been a spark going up against this team. I don't think they should have beat Philadelphia at home at the Vet. No,
I was thinking they would.
No,
I mean,
but you went with Philly.
I went with Philly, but I was willingly to take that L because I think Jacksonville is really it has improved.
Yeah,
and they, like I say, I keep saying it every week. They are going to shock a bunch of people. I don't know about this year, but they're going to be. It's a spoiler alert. They're going to get some W's, and it's going to be.
So what's the
some
next
great,
game? Go.
Great teams. So you got the New York Football Jets 24, Pittsburgh 20. They ended up
What happened?
Trubisky in that game. It was just not. And both of us went with Pittsburgh, Arizona 26, and
why did you go with Pittsburgh?
Because they were playing the Jets.
Right.
I didn't think the Jets had nothing, so it was mostly
The Jets are 2-2 now. Pittsburgh fell to 1-3. What happened? Is it time to talk about Coach Mike Tomlin saying goodbye to Steel Town?
No. Tomlin, no.
Not time.
They brought in
Kenny Pickett. And guess what? He got picked off 3 times.
3 times. Yeah, he came in, but it was still a close game. Growing pains. I think Tomlin just wanted a spark, as he said in his post-game interview, that the offense really wasn't clicking, so he just wanted a spark after halftime. Brought in Pickett, and but he's not willing to go on record right now as a quarterback change.
Okay.
So my thing is, y'all done played 4 games, right, Glenn? You might have seen enough of Trubisky.
Well, yeah, and
then from his past too,
Yeah.
you're gonna bring in, his other teams that he was with, and then these 4 games, and it's like, you know what? Maybe we just need to go ahead and start this youngster
right,
and
Kenny Pickett,
yeah, and see what he's about.
and
then,
immediately he was ripped 3 times.
right,
Bim,
but
bim,
he played
bim.
good.
Pew,
he
pew,
played
pew.
good. So you know, these ain't college kids no more.
All right.
You're going to get.
All right.
You know?
Next game, Jarrell.
So you got Arizona 26 and Glenn's Carolina Panthers 16. We both went with Arizona. I just don't feel Carolina and Baker Mayfield, so I ain't that much confident in Kyler Murray in Arizona.
Yeah.
Neither. You know what I'm saying, Glenn?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just went with Arizona. How they said, the lesser of two evils.
The lesser of two evils.
So that's why I went with Arizona. We both went with Arizona. Why you went with Arizona?
Because against the Cleveland Brown team, I like Kyler Murray, and they did what they had to do. Not Cleveland Brown, the Carolina Panthers team with a Baker because I associate Cleveland and Baker still. But yeah, at 1 and 2, Baker had a pedestrian day at quarterback. Kyler Murray a little bit better, 23 of 32 for 207 yards. He hit for 2 touchdowns, and the Arizona Cardinals defense showed up and stopped the Carolina Panthers attack with Christian McCaffrey going for he caught 9 balls yesterday. McCaffrey did 9 balls, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow, healthy.
Yeah.
Also, you had the New England Patriots 24 and the Green Bay Packers 27. We both went with Green Bay. Green Bay struggled offensively against New England and the Hoodies' defensive scheme because he just got a bunch of defensive coordinators on the sideline. No offense coordinator, but that's neither here nor there.
They're 1 and 3. They are the New England Patriots are.
And Hoyer started but ended up getting hurt for the New England Patriots.
And now they're on their 3rd string quarterback.
Yeah, that's not really where you want to be on your 3rd string quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, and yet they went to overtime.
Yeah, they went to overtime and they won it. Green Bay won it overtime. So, you know, now the Hoodie is really going to have to be the GOAT.
Well, he had a meltdown on the sideline.
No.
Yesterday.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. The 3rd strings quarterback, his name is Bailey Zappi. Bailey Zappi. And he came in, he threw a touchdown yesterday, but Aaron was a little bit better, and the Green Bay Packers prevailed at Lambeau, 27-24 in overtime. What was the controversy? Do you know?
No, I don't.
You don't know?
I don't follow them. You got Denver 23 and the Las Vegas Raiders 32. Glenn went with the Raiders. I went with Denver. I thought Sierra husband would get it together.
No.
At this part of the season, you know, I knew they was. I figured they was gonna have a rough start because again, he didn't play any preseason. Yes, he did play practice with them, but
yeah,
you know, practice speed and game speed and all kind of stuff is different. So him and the Broncos may rethink that.
Yeah.
Coming up next year. So
right now, Denver's not good. They're not as good as they think they are.
Right. And Nat Cap, Glenn, right over in Raymond James Stadium. So shout out to Tampa Bay and all the people in that area who sustained, you know, a bruise from the hurricane this past week. And, you know, y'all survivors over there, you know, and you can rebuild and, you know, prayers going out to y'all. Also, the wire workers that came down from the different states to help restore power down there, man, and it's just great. So Tampa Bay loses, and Glenn, I watched this game, and it wasn't this close. 41, KC 41, and Tampa Bay 31. It was not that close. Kansas City was scoring at will.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is like crazy.
He's good.
He's crazy good. I mean, it was just him and Kelsey and just everything, man.
Everything was clicking for them last night.
Man.
And this ain't no punk Tampa Bay defense. This is a really, really good defense. It's just that for me, and I know it because I've been in offense, that I played on offense all my life. So I know a great offense that can score points, they'll score points. It doesn't matter who's in front of you.
The only thing I was thinking the whole time, Glenn, watching this game in Tampa and it's Kansas City versus Tampa Bay, revenge.
Yeah, because it was 31-3 that Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kicked Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to sleep in the Super Bowl.
Right, in the Super Bowl. But, this is
embarrassed them.
Patrick Mahomes, in that Super Bowl, he had a toe injury.
Nevertheless, it was 31 to 3.
What I'm saying.
There you go with the excuses.
No, it's no excuses.
Here you go.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying this is an excuse. I'm saying why this is a revenge game.
Yeah.
Because Patrick Mahomes lost 3 of his starting offensive linemen. He was hurt. He was banged up. Tampa Bay was killing them on the defensive side of the ball. So when I say it was a revenge game, it's like, okay, I'm coming back. Now we healthy. And y'all got a good defense. Let me show y'all what would have happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving an excuse for the Super Bowl. Y'all lost. Got kicked to sleep. But that's why I said it's a revenge game.
Patrick Mahomes is a playmaker.
Right.
Playmakers make plays.
But I'm telling you, they may not say it, but I know people, I know sports. You know what I'm saying? This was a revenge game. I'm going to get some get back, bro.
Yeah. You could see it in his eye. You could see it in his eyes.
Because I'm telling you, these jokers was going for the juggler.
And as he walked the sideline, you could see him firing his squad up.
Yeah.
He was into it.
Yeah. Him and Andy Reid. Andy Reid wanted some get back, too, because he was like, man, y'all embarrassed me.
Dude, the Andy Reid commercial where he draws mustaches on.
Bro.
That commercial is hilarious.
Hilarious, man.
That commercial is hilarious. Andy Reid is dumb.
Yeah. In a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way.
People know what I mean.
Yeah. Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he painted up one with the curly Q mustache on Patrick Mahomes.
Do you think you ever want to grow one of them?
A walrus?
The barbershop?
The walrus?
That's what it's called?
Like I don't know. The barbershop curl?
The curl.
Like the whispers?
Yeah.
No.
The two twins.
Man, I love those, man. Man, y'all are my heroes, bro.
Yeah, them whispers.
Y'all can sing.
Yeah, man. Also, sports fans, and I know this, we're a gospel station, but, prayers goes out to Keith Wonderboy Johnson and his family. You know, we lost a great quartet singer this past week, so shout out to them. But on tonight, Monday night, Glenn, you got the Los Angeles Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers. We both with the Rams. Why did you go with the Rams?
Because they're the Rams. They're the Super Bowl. They're the defending Super Bowl champs.
I got you. I'm with you.
They're the defending Super Bowl champs. Until you beat them, I'm going with them.
And I think San Francisco, they need to a couple more games, or maybe this game here, do it to get Garoppolo.
Jimmy might look up. Yeah, I know.
Garoppolo, they still got some stuff to work out. Maybe they worked it out because they had this long week. But I think I'll be going with San Francisco on some games other than this one.
For real?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We also had some college games on Saturday, Glenn. We had Georgia 26 against Missouri. That was a struggle. Georgia came out with the victorious win, but they struggled with that one. You had Alabama 49, Arkansas 26, Rutgers 10, Ohio State 49, Michigan 27, Iowa 14, North Carolina State 20, Clemson 30. Did you watch that on Saturday?
Some of that.
Power?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You had power then? Okay.
Yeah.
Arizona 25, USC 42. Kentucky loses, man, to Ole Miss 19 to 22. You had Oklahoma State 36 and Baylor 25. Wake Forest 31. And guess what, Angie? Florida State loses to Wake Forest 31 to 21.
Wake Forest is a ranked team, right?
No.
Wake Forest is ranked.
Okay.
What are you doing?
They're not. What they ranked?
I think like number 23 or something.
No.
Yeah.
No, they lost to an unranked team.
No.
You don't think so?
No, Wake Forest is ranked. What is wrong with you?
You see it?
Yeah.
No, you don't. Okay, you had Mississippi Valley State. So it matters whether they're ranked or not. You lost. They lost, though. Mississippi Valley State 7, FAMU 34. You had
Go Rattlers.
BCU 27 and Alabama A&M 35, man. We also had some NBA news and preseason games, Glenn.
Uh-huh.
And the Miami Heat, they signed
Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero, 2022 NBA Sixth Man of the Year, has agreed to a 4-year, $130 million contract extension. His agent said, You agree with it?
I like Tyler. Yeah, man. You gotta like Tyler Hero.
You gotta.
I want him to be more complete though. I want him to be a more complete player. He can ball when he wants to. Flashy's got some moves. He's got some handles. Create his own shot. Defense. Get some good defense from Tyler Hero. We'll be all right.
Okay. You said
so. But give him the money.
Would
you not take him here in Orlando?
No.
Oh God.
I think.
Says the man who is number. No, I don't want to hear it.
Listen to what I'm saying.
No, you Petty Pete today. You should have gave me my game, dog, and you know it. Everybody know it. Everybody knows you're trying to pencil with me, and you should give me that game, bro, because you know that I had Seattle over Detroit. That's why this one. You see what Key's saying? You see what Key's saying? You see what Key's saying? You need to be right, man.
Right.
You ain't right. You ain't right.
You should pick right. Right?
Man, God rest him.
Right? Yeah, man.
God rest his soul.
I seen him in concert, bro.
Oh, man.
He is tight.
He's great, man. He's great. He's great.
No
we
joke.
love Keith Wonderboy Johnson
man.
here at WOKB.
He make it work, too.
All right, man.
He make it work. But also, the New Orleans Pelicans signs Larry Nance Jr., Glenn, to a 2-year deal worth $21 million contract. Ain't like his daddy.
Like Jesus.
Not like his daddy.
Larry Nance was back, but Larry Nance Jr.
We had
is
some
better.
preseason games. You got Charlotte 93, Boston 134. You had Utah 82 and Toronto 114. San Antonio 96, Houston 134, and 36ers is a team out of Australia, Glenn. 134 versus Phoenix 124.
Okay.
All right.
That's what's
guys, we'll see y'all on this Friday, I'm sorry. Same bat time, same bat channel. You listen to the Sports View with Crew. You inside the Man Cave. I'm Brother Jarrell.
I'm Glenn Allgood.
See ya.
Sports View with the Crew is a presentation and production of WOKB 1680 AM Sport. Follow us on Twitter